In this video, we're going to show you how to create your ebooks. Now, to get to this section, you just go to the menu on the left-hand side and click Create eBook. There's a number of different ways where you can create these books, as you can see from the headers at the top, but you can also add specific pages once you've formulated the actual book. Now, in conjunction with that, you can also create general pages here that you could apply to any book that you wanted. So you could create some generic pages that you might want to add to all of your books, and you could do this here, okay? Now what I'm going to do is, for the purpose of the demonstration, I'm going to show you how to create a book from articles, and then I'm going to show you all of the different elements, including inserting different pages manually and showing you the page generation tool. So we're going to start with create articles, and what you see here is you've got some options here. You've got a keyword that you're going to search for, where you're going to search it, how you want it to be searched, and how many articles you want to collect. Okay, so I'm just going to put in email marketing. I'm going to choose, I want the exact phrase, so I want it to search for email marketing as a phrase rather than just anything that contains email and marketing. And I'm going to choose to collect 50. I'm going to click find, and this is going to take anywhere between 10 and 30 seconds depending on how quickly the system works at that point in time. Right, so that took about 15 seconds, and as you can see, we've got a variety of articles here, 50, and there's loads of things to search through. So what you can do is you can go through these articles, and on the right hand side you can check the box to include it within your book. Okay, so I'm just going to go through and I'm going to select a few that I think might be appropriate, and as you can scroll through you can actually read these articles, so you can make sure that you're happy with it. So let's find some good ones. So I'm going to take that one, so just check that. Okay, so once I have decided on all the articles that I want to choose, I just click on the create button at the bottom. Again, this is going to take a few seconds, and then we get to the edit ebook page. And this is where we can choose how it is actually going to look. So what we're going to put in first is we're going to put in a title for the book. So I'm just going to put in email marketing. I can put in an author if I want. I can choose a cover image. Now there's a separate video that goes through how to create the covers. So I'm just going to browse for one that I created in the video that we made there, and it was email marketing secrets. So I just click on that, and you can see that it puts it in there. The next section I can choose a font. So we've got all these different types of fonts. So I'm going to go with Leto because I like it. The body text, I'm going to make it a shade bigger. We've got dark mode, so this basically means that the pages will be white with dark text. If we turn this on, the pages become black with white text. Okay. Page numbering, you can choose where to put it. I'm going to choose the footer, and you can choose the format of how you want it to be displayed. Okay. The next section is the header settings. So this is going to be right at the top of the book. So what I'm going to put in here is email marketing secrets, if that's what we have on the cover. I think that's what we have on the cover. So we're going to have that. I can choose to align it. I can choose the text, the size. Now I might make this a little bit bigger because I made the actual main text bigger. Again, I can choose the font. I can actually make the header clickable if I want to. I've also got a footer, but I've got the I've got the page number in the footer, so I can't put any actual text here. If I was to change the page number into the header, then I wouldn't be able to create a header, and I would be able to put the text in the footer. Okay, so I can just change this to the font if I want to. The title, so these are the titles of the actual chapters. So again, I could change that to just say the center, and I could let's change the header back down to 16, and then we'll change the titles up to 22 so that they pop. Then we've got a subheading here, and this is where it's good to possibly have your call to action. Okay, so it could be, click here to get my training video, for example, and then here you can put in a link to wherever you have that positioned. Okay, you can again choose a different text. You might want this to be smaller. These are descriptions, so these are just for your own purposes. And then this is very, very important, very, very important. Click the save changes here, and this will save your work so far. You'll see that the image of your book now gets displayed. Now we're going to continue down to the section which is the content of your book, and you can see ebook chapters here, and we've got all the chapters that we added before. Now what I can do is I can look through these and say, do you know what one should be? I can click on these and just move them about. Okay, just say like this. Okay, however I want, and you can see on the left hand side where it says current, you'll see the order. So at the moment they're not in the correct order. I need to click on this button here that says save order, and you'll see that these get changed in a second. So these are now in the correct order. They're exactly how I wanted it. What we can do is we can go across to action and we can click edit. So we can go in there, we can, if we wanted to change any of the text, take out some paragraphs, add our own content, we can do that. But what we can also do is we can add our own pages on chapters. So we can do this by clicking on this button here that says add new chapter to the right hand side of the ebook chapters section. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that. And this is going to open up the page editor that you would have for if you wanted to edit any of those individual pages. Okay, now this is a blank page because we've added to add. Now we can choose templates, or we can just drag and drop elements. Okay, so we've got a variety of different elements, templates, sorry. So we've got one that we just got based for an introduction, so it's just slightly different. We've got an about me page, which has an image and some text. And what you can do is you can click on these items, and then you can replace them. Okay, so you can click on this if you want to change the image, highlight the image you've got there on the left hand side, then we click on the button there, and then we can basically go through to add in the image how we would normally do. So that's pretty simple. Alternatively, we've got a copyright page. If you want to add your copyright page into your book, you've got some information here which you can just easily click on it and then go in there and change your own information. Likewise, we've got a resources page here where you can go in and you can change them if you want. We've got 3 pages here that are very useful for books for changing them up, breaking up the flow of the content. Okay, so the first one is the image and text. So we've got an image and we've got some text, but we've got 2 that I really like, which is the full page image, which is essentially exactly what it is. So you click on here and just say we choose that, and it basically throws in a full image that we can insert, possibly between chapters, just to break the flow up. And likewise, the last one is the title page. So essentially this is just somewhere where you can put in the chapter of the book and then throw that between the pages, okay? And as we've got here, we've got a variety of things that we can drag and throw into the page, okay? So just say you had, let's just go back and do the image on that we had. Throw that image in that we had a second ago. Now once you're happy with what you've got, you then need to give it a title. So we're going to put it in a title and then click Save and Close. And then you can see it's added in to our chapters list here, and I can, if I want to move that, I can move that, you know, just I want to have it there. But remember, click Save Order. Because otherwise, if we don't click Save Order, it'll be where it was, where the number is, okay? So once we're actually happy with what we've done, we click Regenerate Book. This will take a few seconds. Then once it's done, we'll go back. It will take us back to the library page with the books that we've created. And you can see here, this is the one that we've just created, email marketing. We're able to download it in a variety of different forms, and obviously we can preview the book, or we can click on it to edit it, or we can click to download. As you can see, we've got our front cover, we've got our table of contents, we've got our content here with our heading, and we've got our page numbers, so on and so forth. Should have the image that we threw in right at the end of the book somewhere. There we go, so we've got our full page. So we can create a variety of these different pages, we can move them about the book, and it's very, very simple to create.